What's up, everyone? Christian Duque, the Iron Duque speaks live here at IronMag Labs. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing the group, or sharing the live. I'm not used to sharing my videos, but let's just say that, who else is going to do it? I got to do it. So, talk about a few things here. This video is probably going to go straight to YouTube. I'm like sitting here at Starbucks, trying to work with what I got here. First and foremost, I don't know if anybody can hear me or not. I see there's two people in here, but I don't know if they can actually hear what I'm saying or what, but there is quite a bit to talk about today, actually. The first thing, I was got a message from my good friend Hector Mendoza, and with Hector I actually covered the New York Pro, as well as some other shows in and around. We've done in Kentucky, we've done a show in Pittsburgh, we did the New York Pro together for MD Latino, so we've actually covered quite a bit together. Oh good, Chris hears me. What's up, Vinny, how are you? And so, yeah, so today, Hector sent me, I'm just sharing this as we go along, but Hector sent me a message and he said, did you hear that Dave Palumbo, RX Muscle, nothing against Dave. I worked for Dave for 3 years, and no real issues there. But he's opening a gym, a Species gym, and at first, I'll be honest with you, I thought it was going to be sort of like Mannion's gym, which is a photography gym, or like my friend John Powers' gym over in Louisville, which he really. He screens basically everybody that comes in. You can't just walk off the street and go into Body Solutions and train. But no, this seems to be like it's going to be a gym just for anybody off the street, really, because it says you got to pay $10 to get in. That's a day pass, and they put hours. I mean, they're not the greatest hours, but again, this is not supposed to be a gym that's basically like a Planet Fitness, if you will. This is basically going to be a gym where I would imagine like your hardcore type bodybuilders go and that kind of thing. Hey Christian, what's up, Chris? What's going on? How are you doing, Mike Turnpike Mike? How are you? Officer Rocco, what's your favorite product from IML? That's a good question. Hold off on one second. I'll answer that in a second. So, look, the reason that I don't think that getting a gym right now is necessarily the way to go is because just that. I just said it a second ago. There's just too much competition now. People are, they don't. I'll give you an example. I'm a big fan of Nautilus machines. Okay, now Nautilus machines are older machines. Hammer strength's a little bit newer, but the Nautilus machines are the machines that you see on all the Blood and Guts videos. Everything that Dorian trained with was Nautilus, but the thing is, Nautilus is so expensive that a lot of gyms would rather get the junk that Planet Fitness uses. Now, I have a Planet Fitness membership. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I do a lot of traveling and go around the country, and for cardio and for basic movements, dumbbell curls, side laterals, that kind of thing, it's fine. I mean, all you really need are dumbbells and a treadmill. So for that, it's good. They got massage chairs and all that. It's not, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I don't have a membership, because I do. But I also have a membership to Louisville Athletic Center, which is more of a hardcore type gym, but within the realm of still mainstream. They got a CrossFit section. They have it's bodybuilder friendly. They have a sauna, all that stuff. But it's not like Bet Francis Powerhouse Gym. It's not like the Montanari Brothers Powerhouse Gym. It's not like Gold's Venice. Although Gold's Venice, I would say, is not anywhere near as hardcore as Bev's, but. I haven't been to Gold's, but I mean, from what I've seen, it's kind of like, I mean, I'm sure in Arnold's day, it was a very good gym. Hold on, let me share this to that giant IFBB group. Hold on a second here. All right. Yeah, because normally when Chris or Gregg or Jessica tomorrow are doing their shows, I get quiet and I start blasting into 20, 30 groups. But I can't do that now because, I can't do that. Okay, so somebody had a question. Okay, Officer Rocco, what's your favorite product from IML? Well, from now or 10 years ago, because I've been with IronMag Labs for quite some time. Originally, my favorite product way back in the day would have been Super DMZ, the first one. But that's long gone. Right now, if we're talking strictly IronMag Labs, I'd have to say Dream and Grow, and I know you guys would say I'm just saying that because Gregg says that, but I like Dream and Grow because I have a really hard time going to sleep. And in the middle of the night, I'll wake up and I'll use the bathroom, and when I get back to bed, I can't go back to sleep. Sometimes I'll get on Instagram, I'll start, doing whatever. But with the Dream and Grow, it's like I'm out like a light. If we're talking muscle gels, in terms of muscle gels, Andro Hard's my favorite. And I've tried Andro Hard, and I've tried Shred, and I've tried Gear, but Andro Hard's my favorite. I put a little bit on the bicep, a little bit on the tricep, I'm good to go. IronMag Labs Hers, I'm not a woman, so I don't obviously use IronMag Labs Hers. Let's see what else we have here. Thank you, by the way, Officer Rocco. What is this saying here? Do I want the update for Windows? No, I don't. I never get updates for the computer because whenever I get updates, they put like software, like I just got rid of Norton's antivirus. I never even wanted Norton's, but I downloaded Real Player, so it's free with a catch. They infect my computer with Norton, so it took me like 2 days to like get every last Norton's file off the hard drive, and I'm hoping that it's finally off. But no, I don't want. I don't need any updates. So in terms of the IronMag Labs muscle gels, those are my favorite products. I hope I answered your question. Vinny Hartsburg. Okay, Chris, I'm a sailor peg and I've lost my leg. Climbing up the top sails, I've lost my leg. Okay, good. Chris, I mean, not good, but I don't know what to say to that. Chris Jordan, you ever come to the factory gym? No, I came to the factory gym. By the way, the factory gym in Louisville is the most hardcore gym there is in Louisville. So Louisville Athletic Center is very good. I go to Westport location. I love the Westport location. I went to the Dixie location for the Team Hornbeck Kentucky Derby Festival Championships. That's a mouthful. Posing clinic, and that was very good. I've only been to the factory one time, and it was to interview IFBB Pro women's bodybuilder Donna Williams-Salib, who is also a professional powerlifter. And I thought it was a fantastic gym. Steve Weingarten, who is probably one of the best prep coaches like anywhere around here, does a lot of stuff out of the factory. Autumn Cleveland is someone that you should definitely watch if you like figure, who's definitely going to go pro very, very shortly, and also competes in women's physique from time to time. She, I believe, is also at the factory. Donna Williams-Salib, who I mentioned, and Haney are also at the factory. I mean, very, very. Now, the factory, I believe, sold, and there's a new factory, but Steve Weingarten's there. It's, like I said, Steve, in terms of contest prep, that's a very, very good coach. Bayshore Athletic Club, Chris Griffin says is a very good club. Yes, absolutely. That's where actually Down and Dirty with the Goon, which I think Chris might be doing one shortly, is shot at Bayshore Athletic. And I think Ron Harris is around when it happens. I don't know. I think he is. I'm not sure. Let's see. Chris says he's loving Gear. Cool. Yeah, it's a good product. Syracuse Muscle, did you watch Nick Miller's video about Gregg Valentino's abusing? Nick Miller is an interesting character. He's really tied close to Louis Marco, and they're signed to Redcon, and that's all nice and whatever. But we were over at Phil Hernan's group, the Strength and Physique board. Interestingly enough, just like 20 minutes before Gregg's show, and I was arguing with a guy named Banks Colton, who actually used to work with Dan Esslinger from D4 Muscle and Fitness. Great guy, firefighter / ENT, served this country. Very, very nice guy. Banks is an awesome guy. I love him. Good guy. But, Banks was kind of like going on and on about how, he worked in the ER and he knew, like, he was basically trying to make it seem like he had like sort of expert knowledge, and I don't know what ER he works at, but I don't think there's a lot of people going to ERs across the country for synthol abuse. So I don't think that he really was in a position to say, well, Gregg didn't really have a hematoma, he actually had synthol. I don't think he's really in a position. I think that what he was trying to say was that he had a medical background. But I don't think that. Look, guys, let me be honest with you about something, because I really feel like I'm just sharing on another couple of groups here because I really kind of want to get the voice out, and I can't do